Live from a kitchen in Las Vegas, it's Keto Cooking. Well, what we have here is Fire Cider. I've never heard of this before, but I was watching a Gulf Coast Granny, and she was crocheting. That's right, I watch crocheting shows once in a while to support my friend. That's Gulf Coast Granny, and also Sifting Soil with Mona. They turned me on to this stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable. So, let's see how I'm going to make this thing. Hey everybody, welcome back. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Today we're going to be doing something completely, totally different. And what I'm going to be making today is, it is called Fire Cider. What is Fire Cider? Well, it is apple cider vinegar, okay, with the mother. And also all these different types of fruits and some vegetables. You see some cinnamon there. Also with some black peppercorns. Now, we are right now in the middle of flu season and stuff like that, and also trying to get our health back in shape. You want to use this stuff here. All right, so I'm going to go one by one. We're going to do the items one by one. Now, I never knew about this before, okay? And I'm gonna let you know. I'm going to put some people's names down in the description box below who actually turned me on to this stuff. Okay, so what we have here is, first of all, this is going to be a apple cider vinegar based tonic, almost, like, if you want to call it. And what I'm going to be using here is the basics. Garlic. You need plenty of garlic in there. Also, we're going to be using some black peppercorns. Going to be using some cinnamon sticks to go into it. I'm going to be using 1 lemon, 1 orange. All right. Also, we're going to be using some lime. I'm going to use 1 or 2 limes. And then also, the main components of these things are, I'm going to use some turmeric root. This stuff is fantastic. Now, this is very hard to absorb into your body, and for some odd reason, this joker right here helps you to absorb it into your body. That's black peppercorn. Also, we're going to be using some ginger root to go in here. And a couple of my favorite dried spices, I guess. I'm going to use some rosemary leaves. Now, Marie grew this. Okay, and these were, she put them in this McCormick's jar. Also, today I'm going to be using some Mexican oregano. Now, you can put in basil, you can put a whole bunch of other stuff in it, but this is exactly what I'm going to be using. Now, I'm going to be using a half of yellow onion. I'm going to be using a half of a red onion. And as you see right there, I have 1 jalapeno that's going to get cut up in there, seeds and all. And a couple serranos. And 1 of our Thai chilies that we had dried. That's going to go in there. Now, the reasoning for this is this helps your immune system, all right? Helps ward off, any kind of colds, flu, virus, okay? And what we're going to do is, this is going to get put into this jar right here. And I believe that is a little over a quart, maybe, quart and a half. Okay, maybe half gallon, who knows. But what I'm going to do is, this is going to get all put in here, and we're going to let this sit for 30 days. All this stuff sit for 30 days. Every day we're going to turn the jar just to make sure, or shake it a little bit mildly. And what's going to happen is, in 30 days, we will take it and strain it and repack it back into a smaller bottle. We'll have to press it, try to get most of the goodness out of each and every one of these vegetables here. And what I'm liking about this whole thing is, for your immune system, also your microbiome, gut health, because that's where everything stems from. And it'll help with joint pain. And let me tell you something. Getting as old as I am, I got some joint pain. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so with the garlic, what I want to do is just want to take these ends off of here. Okay, put them off like that. Every one of my videos you see me chopping garlic. This is going to be fantastic. Now, I watched a lot of different videos on it, and I got to tell you, this struck a chord with me because I'm always using apple cider vinegar for something. Okay, whether I marinate meats in it or whatever. And also from living in North Carolina, that was a barbecue base, started with apple cider vinegar and everything else. All right, I'm going to start off by putting these into the jar. Now, there's no rhyme or reason of how to put these in, all right? And it's going to get layered. And all this stuff that I'm putting in here, all has a purpose. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of, put a little bit on the bottom right now of the peppercorn. Now, I actually try to get cranberries. Now, you would think, 'tis the season, you'd think you would have all kinds of cranberries, but couldn't find them. Not even in the freezer section. So, you want to use as much organic stuff as you possibly can. Now, you could peel this if you want. I'm just going to let it go. And I'm going to do the turmeric last because that will stain the board. Okay, I'm going to put that in. This is all great natural stuff. I mean, I've never heard of it. I've heard different cider elixirs and stuff like that they made throughout our history. And, that kind of stuff will, take the devil out of you, whatever. But this right here is fantastic. It's basically right up my alley. And doing the keto lifestyle, all right, this is good. Now, what happens is once you strain all this and put it into another bottle. Now, you're supposed to be putting it into a dark bottle. I mean, some people don't even do it that way. I'm going to take a lime. This reminds me of my bar days. And I'm going to squeeze the lime in and just put little pieces of it in here. Now you want the citrus because you want the vitamin C, basically is what you want. I'll just take this little end off. Okay, that's going to go in. And from what I understand, this is really, really good for, now before I go any further, I'm going to take my oregano. Also, I'm going to be putting in my rosemary. I'm going to drop a little bit in there. Now, everybody else that may just use the whole sprig of it. I couldn't find none in the store. And also star anise. But I can't find where I put my star anise. We might have used it. I think I might have used it for making tea. So I'm going to put some rosemary in there. Okay. And also, this is my go-to right here. I mean, you can make a tea out of this. You have some stomach issues, or this is also antibacterial and stuff. Even the regular oregano, but this has a aroma. Here, smell. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. Now I'm going to go heavy-handed with this because this is my go-to stuff. And go. Now I'm going to be putting some hot pepper in here. Let me put 3 tablespoons in here. Okay, that's enough for that. And I'm going to cut up another lime. Put that in here. Put that in the can. And I'm just going to slice this up. Getting a little carried away here. Drop a lemon in. I'm just gonna Now, if you have trouble slicing a lemon, to do it the whole way, just take a little bit of the skin off, okay? And it'll stand up easier for you. And then you can make these as thin or as thick as you want. And remember, take your fingers, hold your fingers in, let the knife guide on your fingers, and you can set the depth of how wide you want to go with it. And here it does make a difference because you want that vitamin C out of it. And also you want a wide mouth jar. I learned a lot from a couple ladies that I watched doing this. And just, we have grows out here all around our property. And so you know what, these are nice, they're washed. And I'm going to just throw another rosemary sprig in here. And put one on the other side. I forgot about the ones that we had outside. You believe this? I'm a fanatic with trying to put this stuff together. Okay, now I'm going to drop in 1 cinnamon stick for now. And then we're going to get into some bad boys here. Now I don't want to get too crazy with how I'm going to be putting everything in. I'm just going to pile it into the jar. This feels like it's got a little heat to her. Now, some jalapenos are very hot and some aren't. I mean, just like the luck of the draw, I guess. With it. Oh yeah, this one will get you. Okay, so we're going to put this little bit of jalapenos in here. I mean, this, when I looked at it, I said, holy moly, that looks really good. And, yeah, we're going to put this bad boy in here. These jokers are hot, okay? We have them hanging on a string. I don't know if we want to, Marie, or... Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Yeah, she wants me to try it first. And I got a couple serranos here. And I'm just going to cut these up. So the whole idea is the capsaicin that's in any kind of hot pepper, okay, is very good for your metabolic health, okay. I love hot peppers. I love using hot peppers. Matter of fact, I cook with some hot pepper olive oil. This stuff is fantastic, but you got to be really careful with it because I don't know if you can see in the bottom, but that's all the red hot. These little chili peppers I just put in. I'm going to be bold and beyond. I'm going to put one more. And don't forget now, this is going to sit for 30 days. So, the couple ladies that I did watch, they do what they call a woo-woo dance when they drink it, because, and they just do a little bit, a little shot. So if you do a little bit of this every day, you know what? Keeps the bugs away, let's put it that way. Okay, 1 onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, and Marie will take the 1/2 of it, and there's no rhyme or reason to it again. I'm just going to take a little bit of the top off. Peel it off real fast. Now the only reason why I'm using half an onion is because they're kind of big, and I don't want to use too much up in the jar. So cut them in half like this, and thinly slice them. Okay, and then I'll cut them again one more time, and just throw them in. Break them up. So now every day for 30 days you're going to turn this. You're going to make sure you're going to turn it upside down and mix it around. So this way you can move some of the veggies and fruit from the bottom up to the top. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. Oh, look at that. See what I'm talking about? Maybe a bigger jar. And then put all these in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. I'm just going to push down a little bit, give it a little bit more room. Wow. The aroma. Now I'm going to take one orange. And I'm going to take either end off of it. You know what? I'm going to cut these in half also. Now you can, I mean, I've seen other people taking the orange rind off, you know, the skin here. But why not? I mean, leave it on. I mean, that's the way the big man upstairs wanted these to be, so that's where we're going to leave it go. Okay. So now, I mean, you can get all fancy, putting them all different ways. Wow, this thing is juicy. Now, there's a lot of different ways of doing this. I've seen people that didn't even put fruit in it. I've seen cranberries. I've seen pomegranate, which, I mean, I was going to get it today, but I'm not going to pay $7 for one pomegranate. Just put these in here. I need a rag, you know, something to get this juice up with. Wish I had a straw. Okay, we're going to put this down. Okay. Now they just layered it in there, but I mean, I'm running out of room here. I'm going to put a little bit more peppercorn in. Okay. And I'm just going to use that much of a red onion. Now all of these are have antioxidants in them. They have all this great stuff for our systems that eating a regular standard American diet don't have. So I'm just gonna slice these up kind of small. Whoop! Almost took the finger. Nice. We're gonna put them in. Break them all up. I tell you, the one woman I watched, her mom and her, they have a business doing this kind of stuff, and she said her young child wants to make this stuff here for chicken wings, and that's what sort of opened my eyes to it. Alright, let me get cleaned up here a little bit. Put that over there. I'm going to take break another cinnamon stick into here. Okay. Let me take this little thing right here. Now you can peel these if you want. In their recipe, they didn't, but they did was they cut it really small. Now this is the one. This is turmeric. Now this has curcumin in it. Okay, this is very great. This is very good for arthritis, people with severe arthritis, also with stomach issues. This thing really works, but you need the black peppercorns to use with it because that's what helps your body absorb it. Okay, so now you can buy just plain turmeric, like what this is, but now they also have what they have called curcumin, which is an element of this. All right, let me cut this other one up. Okay, what am I missing here? Put a little bit more peppercorn in. You know I love it. Now you can crush this up, okay, or you can just leave it whole like that. I mean, I buy this by the bagful. I'm going to start making teas of it. In fact, I'm going to make a tea on my next podcast. I'm going to show you how to do that. And also, why not? A little bit more. Smell that. Oh, damn. Rosemary. Okay, that's it. I don't think we're missing too much anything else. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this down now. Okay. Press that down. And the star of the show, okay, is apple cider vinegar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this up, because this has the mother in it, okay? This is like the fermentation. This is everything that comes out of the apples when they ferment it, okay? And that stays in there. Really good for you. I've been using it for many years. If you have heartburn, okay, don't take Tums. Take apple cider vinegar. All right. I mix it with water just to swallow it down as fast as I can, because if you use a lot of it like I did, it can actually take the enamel off your teeth. But the end result is when you have heartburn, okay, the way I understand it is that you don't have too much acid. That's why an antacid doesn't work. You need to put acid in your system, and that stops it. Okay, so the ladies have said to bring this up, to float over the top of it, and I'm going to bring it right up to the top of the lid here. Okay, so now, what I'm going to do is I am not going to mash this down with this, because it's going to overflow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, the handle here, and I'm just going to press down, because I don't want air bubbles in here. Oops, I just threw a whole bunch out. Let's get this in here. So like I said, first time making this. I want to make sure I get everything in the jar. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more vinegar to it. Press it. You can see on the sides here. I got to put a lid on it. And so I'm going to use chopsticks. I'm going to throw it down, and I want to make sure that each and everything gets covered. You get an air bubble in there, it'll affect the fermentation. Okay, you know what? It's sucking it up pretty good, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Now, as I said, you got to keep playing with this, because it will. Everything is, especially the fruit, the oranges and stuff like that, will also accept the vinegar into there. Now, over time, you're going to see the different colors from the turmeric, and also from the red onion. And I take regular white onion, white vinegar, and take the red onion and make that. That's how I have fermented red onions. All right, Miss, I'm going to need. I'm going to need to wash this board off, and we can move that out of the way. Okay, just going to let this sit here for a little bit, and just let all this come together, let it get happy with one another. And yeah, we're gonna take a break now.
And if I don't mention this lady right here, I will need more than Fire Cider. Listen, every Saturday, check out Meg's Mysteries. Great stories, spooky. Matter of fact, I think she killed me off in one. Okay, let's get back.
All right, here's what it looks like. I mean, it looks really good. You see the peppercorns floating in there. Now, the whole idea with this is that we have to turn it every day, shake it a little bit, easy, don't shake it up too much, but you want to make sure that you get everything absorbed. You want to keep it moving, and that helps it with the fermentation, according to the channels that I have watched about it. Now, this is very important. I mean, with all the flu and stuff that's going around right now, this is good to get your system back in shape again, rather than depending on how can I say, big pharma and their medications. Let's get back to earth here. I mean, let's do it do it this way for what we have, what you know, what's grown and how we were taught. All right, now here's the other problem. Being that we have a lot of vinegar in here, all right, the lid, the metal part of the lid, can start corroding from the vinegar. So, word to the wise is make sure this is very clean. Okay, I'm going to put up a piece of parchment paper on here, and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to get that as tight as I can. All right. So, what I'm going to do is, Marie, have a magic marker? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, today is, believe it or not, the day after Christmas. So today is 12, 26, 24. Okay, that's when we did it. So, in a month, 30 days, I will be taking this out. Now, this has got to be stored in a cool, dark place. Okay, so we're going to put it into one of our closets that is away from all the heat and the stove and stuff like that in the kitchen. Make sure that it's nice and tight. All right, and then here it is. So I'm going to turn it upside down, shake it a little bit, and there you have it right there. I mean, I don't know, Miss, you think I need to put more juice in there?
No.
It's right up to the top.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really, really nice looking. Check this out. I'm Tom Garber, the Keto Cook, and also I got Meg's Mysteries here with me. So say goodnight, Marie.
Good night, Marie.